In today's video, I'm going to be making this tapestry daffodil. This is going to be 40 stitches by 40 rows of single crochet with a 5mm hook. I'm going to go ahead and go over the green twice with the background color. Drop it, and I'm going to finish off this row in the background color and then meet you back here when we do the last green stitch. So we need 8 stitches before we do our last green. I'm on the 7th one, so I'm going to go ahead and do one more beige stitch. I'm going to switch spots with the green. I'm going to pull that through. And that was the last green one. I haven't untangled yet because we're going to be cutting the green and that'll make it a lot easier. So I'm going to do one beige stitch, and I'm going to go ahead, because here in just a moment we're going to be needing this other yellow. I'm going to introduce that now so we can start crocheting over it. And I am using I Love This yarn in Sun Gold. So I'm just going to lay this down with the green. I'm going to go over it a few times. And I like to go over new colors and colors that we're about to cut off at least 10 stitches before I cut it, so I don't have to weave anything in. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is the 6th stitch. So I will be bringing these over here to switch places with the yellow. And then I'll be doing 3 yellow stitches. And then I'm going to bring all but the background color over. And now I'm going to pull this one until there's just a little bitty tail hanging out, like on the others. And then I'm going to do my one background color, pull it and all of the colors but the new yellow over. And I'm doing 2 stitches of that new yellow. Pulling everything over but the background color. Doing 1 stitch of that. And do 1 stitch over that new yellow. I'm going to pull everything but the first yellow over, pull that through. I'm going to drop the new yellow. I'm going to do 2 stitches of the first yellow, pull everything over but the background color. And do 1 stitch of that. And I'm going to pull everything over but the first yellow. And I'm going to do 3 stitches. And then I'm going to go over both of these once. I'm going to drop the yellow because we're going to need it in about the same spot on our next row. And I'm going to go over the green a couple times. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the green. And I'm going to finish off this row, and I'll meet you back here for the next yellow row. So there are 13 background stitches before our next yellow. I'm currently on 12. I'm going to pull that forward, grab the yellow from the back, pull up a loop, and we have 4 yellow stitches. Pull that forward, and then we're going to do 1 background stitch and then 4 of the other yellow. And even though we're not using this yellow again on this row, on the next row we need it over here, so I'm going to go ahead and carry it. I'll pull both of these over. I'm going to do 4 of these yellow. Pull both the yellows over. And then I'm going to do 1 background color. And then I'll pull that darker yellow to the back. And then I'm going to do 2 more of the background color and then drop the lighter yellow. And then I'm going to finish off this row in the background color. I'm going to meet you back here when we do the next yellow stitch. So I'm going to sound like a broken record, but do not forget to mark off where you're at, untangle your string. Okay, so we need to be on stitch 15. I am on stitch 14. I'm going to go 1 more. And then I'm going to switch places with the lighter yellow. I'm going to pull that through. And then we have 3 stitches of the light yellow and then 5 stitches of the darker yellow. That was 3 stitches. I'm going to pull that, switch places with that. And then I'm going to do 1 stitch of the darker yellow, drop the lighter yellow, and I'm going to keep going over the background color. So this is the 5th one. I'm going to pull that over, grab the background color, and then it looks like we need that darker yellow 2 stitches over. So I'm going to go ahead and go over that background color for 2 stitches, and then I'll drop it. I'm going to finish off this row, and I'm going to meet you back here when we do the next dark yellow stitch. So we need to do 15 of the background stitches before we get to the dark yellow. I'm on stitch 14. This will be 15. I'm going to pull that forward. I'm going to grab the dark yellow from the back, and then I'm going to do 6 of this color. That will be the 6th one. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the background color. Going over the dark yellow, I'm going to do 1 stitch. I'm going to drop that dark yellow. Oh, and see, I already messed up. So going over that dark yellow, I'm going to do 1 stitch. I'm going to pull that forward. I'm going to grab the light yellow from the back. And then I'm going to do 5 stitches of the light yellow. pull that forward, grab the background color. I'm going to go over it for one stitch, and then I'm going to drop it. And I'm going to finish this row in the background color and meet you back here for the next yellow. So I need 12 of the background stitches before I get to the next yellow. I'm on 11. I'm going to do one more. Switch spots with the yellow. Remember, you switch spots whenever you're on the back, like the back is facing up. Then I'm going to do 3 of the background stitches. And you only switch spots when you're picking up a color from the bag. Do 1 background color, and then 3 more of the light yellow. Switch spots. 1 more of the background color. And then you're going to drop the light yellow, switch spots with the dark yellow, and then you're going to do 4 stitches of the dark yellow. And you don't have to use the same colors I am. I actually have a lighter yellow than these two, and I was struggling on which color I wanted for the base and which color I wanted for the petals, and I settled on this combination. I'm going to do 1 stitch of the background color. And I'm going to do 2 more of the dark yellow stitches, or base yellow, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to go over them, or over the yellow, dark yellow once, drop it, finish this row off with the background color, and I'll meet you back here for the dark yellow. Don't forget to mark your spots and untangle. All right, so this next row is going to be a little difficult because you have to switch colors every like 1 to 2 stitches. So after this row, you definitely will need to untangle. So you need 12 of the background stitches. I'm currently sitting at 11. I'm going to do 1 more, pull that forward, grab the background color, and we're going to do 1 of the dark yellow. And then we're going to do 2 of the background color. Pull that forward. And then we're going to do 1 of the dark yellow. Pull that forward. And then 1 of the background color. Pull that forward. And then you can pause if you need to, if I'm going too fast for you. And then you're going to do 2 of the dark yellow. Pull that forward. You're going to do 1 of the background color. Pulling both of these forward. Grabbing the, or actually no. You're going to drop the dark yellow. Just going to pull forward the background color. And then you're going to do 2 of the light yellow. forward. Do one background color. And I'm going to do 2 dark yellow, or light yellow, my bad. I'm going to pull that forward, do 1 background color again. Let's see, I've done 2 sets of the light yellow. 1, 2, so we have 1 more to go. Pull that forward. I'm going to do my last 2 yellow stitches. Pull that forward. Grab the background color. I'm going to do 1 stitch of the background over the light yellow and then drop it. I'm going to continue this row in the background color and then meet you back here when I get to the next light yellow stitch. Okay, so this is going to be another one where it's a lot of switching colors with very few stitches. So we need 11 of the background color. I'm on 10. I'm going to do 1 more and then I'm going to switch places. And I'm going to do 2 of the light yellow. One of the background color. And then 2 more of the light yellow. And 1 of the background. And then I'm going to do 4 stitches of the light yellow. And then holding the background color and the light yellow in one hand, I'm going to switch spots with the dark yellow. I'm going to do 1 stitch. I'm going to drop the light yellow. I'm going to pull the dark yellow over. And I'm going to do 1 background stitch. So that means you need to leave the light yellow and just continue on. With the dark yellow. And it's going to be a back and forth with the dark yellow and the background color a couple of times. So we have 3 of the dark yellow. So it looks like we need to do 1 more background stitch. One more dark yellow. And then we're going to stitch over the dark yellow once, drop it, finish off this row in the background color, and then I'll meet you back here for the next dark yellow. I hope this part made sense. It was a little difficult to explain, but I feel like you got this. Okay, so again, don't forget to mark off where you're at. Don't forget to untangle. Don't forget to count to make sure you still have 40 stitches. And like we were doing a moment ago where that stitch was a little difficult to explain, when you're going through and doing stuff like that, make sure your tension doesn't get too tight. It may be tempting to tighten that while you're trying to move the different threads around. Don't, because it'll cause your project to get really like cinched, and one of your stitches might become really small and you might skip it, and you might be a few rows in and be like, why is nothing lining up? Why am I missing a stitch? And that could be why. So just make sure to count your stitches every now and then, mark your spot, untangle, and you'll be good to go. Now, for our next step, we need to have 13 of our background stitches before we get to our next color, and I'm currently on 12. I'm gonna go ahead and do one more. Pull that over. I'm gonna grab my dark yellow. And I'm gonna do one dark yellow. I'm gonna pull that over. And I'm gonna do 3 background color. Pull that over. I'm gonna do one more dark yellow. Do one background color. I'm going to drop the dark yellow. And pick up the light yellow. And I'm going to do 2 light yellow stitches. Two background stitches. Oop, I might have already messed up. It's hard to do this because I can't see this. Okay. So I'm doing 2 of the light yellow, 1 background color, 1 yellow. Okay. 1 background color, 1 yellow. And then, sorry, my neighbors just started their vehicle. And then 2 background color. And I'm doing 5 light yellow. This is going to be the 5th one. I'm going to do 1 stitch to hold that in place and drop it. And we're way over here. On our next row back, we don't need the yellow till way over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off this row in the background color. And then on my way back, I'm going to pick that yellow back up, crochet over it until I get here, and I'll show you what that looks like, sped up a little bit, and then you can slow it down on YouTube if you need to. Okay, so here we are where that yellow is. I'm gonna go in. Sorry, I'm gonna go under that yellow, go in, pull up a stitch. That way I am starting to crochet over that yellow thread. And now I'll just carry it over to where I need it. And I'm gonna untangle, and I'll be right back to finish off this row. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section below. If you'd like to ask them in a more private setting, please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I'll have that linked in the description box. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next week to continue this project. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!